Well, folks, usually Captain Steve Concialdi, the PIO for the Orange County Fire Authority, is in our studio. But today, we came out to where you work, right here at the Orange County Fire Authority headquarters up here in Irvine. And it's just a beautiful facility. And I understand that we're going to get a couple tours. We're going to see the dispatch center, and also we're going to see where the training facility is as well, right?
Right, we have a state-of-the-art training facility where our recruits are training right now. We have 35 new firefighters that just got hired. They started just beginning of February, and they'll be in a 16-week academy.
So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to see both the training ground here that not only trains new recruits, but also keeps you guys fresh about all the new techniques and technology. And then we're also going to go up to the dispatch center to see how everything is done there to make sure you guys all stay safe. Well, now we're with Shane Sherwood at the Orange County Fire Authority Recruit Academy, correct?
That's correct. This is Academy 39. We have 35 recruits that are here for 16 weeks of training. We take them through a variety of training, practicing hose lays, ladders. We do teach them search and rescue, as well as fire behavior and a variety of other topics that they're responsible for learning and being efficient in.
And you're the coordinator over some of the other instructors here as well, correct?
That's correct. So we have 8 total instructors with myself included. I'm actually the academy coordinator, and then we have 7 other cadre members that come in and help facilitate this 16-week program that we have.
Prior to the 16-week program that you have, are all your recruits here, they've already done some kind of college training for this, right?
Not always. In this case, that is true, but that is not always the case. But in this case, it is. That is correct.
So sometimes there's recruits here that this is their first opportunity to learn all this. They haven't gone to a community college or anything.
Oftentimes that does happen where they have not been exposed to any part of the fire service. So this is their first chance and opportunity to learn about the fire service.
So Shane, how many are in this class right now?
So right now we have 35 recruits, and we hope by the end of the 16 weeks we maintain all 35 recruits. At times we unfortunately do lose a few.
Now, is that the normal size for the classes?
Yes, we have done a little bit bigger in the past, but 30 to 35 is about the most we can do, just based on training ground size and just getting everybody the repetitions that they need in order to be proficient at the task that we ask them to.
So what are the qualifications to at least get into the academy here? Are there some?
So in this class, we look for, you had to have a Firefighter 1 certificate, and one of the biggest thing that we were looking for was a paramedic license. So that was with this class. But the minimum entry level is 18 years old, a driver's license, and a high school diploma. But now that's the bottom of it. We get recruits with a lot more education than that and a lot of fire experience. We are a premier fire organization, and so we get firefighters from other agencies many times. In fact, in this class, about 76% of them come from other agencies.
What is this behind?
That's what we call a trench. So we simulate a trench rescue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and underground in the middle here, you see a bunch of manholes. We have a maze where we do confined space rescue, and that's one of the things that recruits will actually get some what we call confined space awareness. So it's just an awareness to be aware for them the hazards that exist with that type of incident. And then there's another step where it goes to the operational level, where we train people how to go down into those type of situations and rescue people that get trapped inside of those. So that's what you see there. In the middle, like I said, is the trench prop, simulating a trench, so we can have our guys, our urban search and rescue team, and we have 4 tech trucks in the county that'll come out and train on these props, as well as the confined space. And then up in the back, we have other urban search and rescue stuff where they do a lot of braking, which would be used like in an earthquake or any other type of natural disaster that we may encounter. With our urban search and rescue team, California Task Force 5, we've been to Katrina, we went to the Oklahoma City bombings, so we have an opportunity in the state, but we also serve the nation.
That's great. Now, paramedic training would be beyond this, correct?
Correct. Like I spoke of, one of the emphasis on hiring these recruits not only was a firefighter 1 certificate, but also a paramedic license. So out of these 35 recruits, there's 21 paramedics. So at the end of the academy, week 15, they'll have 4 days, 40 hours of that week for EMS training. Most of them come in with a paramedic license.
What's the firefighter 1 training?
What the Firefighter 1 training is basically says that they've had some exposure to the fire service. Typically, it's either through like a junior college firefighter academy, or they've worked in a reserve capacity and have met what the state has identified as a Firefighter 1 level training. So that they met those through the firefighter academy, like I spoke of, or on-the-job training at a reserve capacity.
Shane, I notice behind me here there is a tanker car here. Is that for when you have large hazards?
That's correct. Our facility not only is here for Orange County Fire Authority, but it's also a regional training center for hazardous materials. Our site is certified by the state, so we have hazardous materials classes here a couple times a year. In fact, we just completed one just a few weeks ago.
And we've certainly seen not only this state, but throughout the country, where you could have a train derailment or perhaps even a fuel truck. And this is a way so your recruits and also on-the-job training, all of you can learn how to battle something like this.
Yes, absolutely. And Orange County Fire Authority does have a hazardous materials team, and so it's a place for that team to come up and hone their skills with rail cars.
And I understand this is a fairly new facility.
Yeah, the facility was built in 2005. This is our 12th class that we've ran since this facility has been open. It's a fantastic facility. We're able to do a lot of the training here. We do have an opportunity to go off-site and use some other agencies' facilities, which just give us a different look at their training and helps make them better firefighters.
Now, besides this, we're outside here, and this is where they do the practical training, but they also have classroom training as well.
Absolutely, yes. There is heavy load of academics that not only do they sit in classroom and go through those academics, but they have homework pretty much every night.
From here, for those recruits that do make it through, are they then placed in various Orange County stations?
Yes, absolutely. So once they're successful here in the 16-week academy, we do send them out to the field. They are then considered probationary firefighters. They have a 6-month test and they have a 1-year test. And if they're successful in both of those tests, then they are considered full-time career firefighters with Orange County Fire Authority.
What about folks like yourself or people who have been doing this for years? Do you guys come back here for additional training, maybe on new equipment or new techniques and methods?
Yeah, absolutely. Every quarter we have training, and the entire department comes through the facility, and that changes from quarter to quarter based on whatever the emphasis is for that quarter. Sometimes it's wildland training, sometimes it's high-rise fire training, or just new things that are coming in the department that we have to catch up on. But that's what this facility is used for, not only just the new recruits.
Yeah, and looking around here, I see all the different areas that you have. There's the tower behind me. Obviously, that is something that's where you'd have more of the high-rise training, or I guess how to do a rescue in a larger building, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, as you see, we do have the tower behind us, which inside there, not only could we simulate high-rise training, but there's several props, which would be like a kitchen fire or a living room fire that we can use. We also have a 2-week truck academy that our full-time career firefighters go through, and we run that usually once to 2 times a year, depending on logistics. So yes, we do use the facility quite often. Scheduling is often hard for us to manage.
The recruits that are out here today, is this basically a 40-hour week that they're training on?
That's correct. So yes, they are here 40 hours a week, Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. in order to meet all the training demands.
So after the 16 weeks, I see that over on this side here, there's grandstands here, and if they make it through, their family and friends can watch them graduate.
Yes, hopefully I have 35 recruits and their family and friends out here to celebrate their success, and they'll have a little demo to show off all the skills that they've learned through the 16 weeks.
Well, Shane, I want to wish all these guys the best success. Hopefully the entire class makes it through. And I want to thank you for giving us a behind-the-scenes look at this. This is really fascinating.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming out and checking out Academy 39.
Well, thank you.